Yo, people, what you telling me back again for another Red Talk, man? Lewis in the back, he'll be here in a second, bruv. What you man telling me?
Yes, family, what you saying?
Me,
You
bro?
good? I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm blessed. You are good and everything, yeah?
Yeah, brother, all good, man. Can't complain, man. Big up the chat. You already know what time it is. Bro, a lot going on in football in the last few hours. You know what I mean? Like, it looks like the Zerbi's pretty much announced that at Spurs now, which was, I don't know, a big shock to some. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it kind of came out of nowhere, but at the same time, bro, these men were desperate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I'm just surprised they went for the Zerbi in this instance. If it was the start of the season and they in the Premier League, I get it. But the Zerbi for a relegation battle, like that's what I don't understand with the players. We know the football that the Zerbi likes to play as well, and the players he needs. And you go have Gallagher and Palino trying to play the Zerbi football. All right, man, it's gonna be a good watch. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do. And then
it's interesting, but at the same time, it's like there was no one else out there that they could have gone and got yet on a permanent basis, and I think that they've gone and signed him on a permanent basis, kind of to make a statement like, "Yo, we're bottom of the league and we can still do this kind of thing." You know the Ed Woodward thing, like we can do things that other teams can't do, and that they're trying to flex to say, "Yo, like we're on our knees right now and we can still go and get a Zerbi in it." And I think they're hoping that almost the excitement and the euphoria around the signing of the manager is enough to like get some wind behind them and blow them over the line,
table type of thing, yo. Yeah, it's just like it's for, like I get that, and like I said, it's just for the relegation battle. If this is the start of next season, and they went and get the Zerbi, I hear it, and you bring in his players and stuff like that. But for the scenario you're in with 7 games to go, and you go and get the Zerbi for this, and we know the football he likes to play, and will he adapt? Hell no. Let's get that out of the way. We already know high line on the football, trying to play out from the back. That's how the Zerbi is going to go. You ain't going to see no low block with 10 men behind the ball type of thing. So yeah, he's committed. Yo, if he's committed to stay in the championship, Fez. If the Zerbi's,
that's crazy, you know.
Fair enough. Maybe they looking at it like that. All right, if he gets relegated, he's the guy to get us. Because I do believe he gives him a great chance of getting promoted. But it's like you said, maybe they didn't want to get someone 4-7 games and then let them go. Because if it was a Sean Dyche or a Sam Allardyce or somebody like that, they would have wanted longer than the 7 games and then to go for it. But to me, I'm staying in the league. So if Sean Dyche wants, I'm giving myself the best opportunity to stay in the league. So if Sean Dyche says, give me a year and some change, I'm like, all right, let's run it. But they've clearly gone with this. All right, Fez.
It's crazy. Man are saying Spurs have pull when it comes to managers. They don't. Do you know what I mean? Spurs are just willing to pay more than other people, and Spurs are fortunate that they're a London club. This is what you need to understand. Because Spurs are in London, Poch was at Spurs because he was at Spurs. Jose went to Spurs because his family had a crib in London and he was at Chelsea. You know what I mean? So it's one of them ones, and it's probably the same difference for Conte as well. Like if these men don't manage at Chelsea, they probably don't manage at Tottenham. So Tottenham are just fortunate of their location. That's all it is. Like,
it's a massive pull. It is, and like you said, big wages as well. Because apparently, didn't the Zerbi turn them down already before they got 2 though? I don't know how Tottenham
are Queen's Park Rangers of North London, bruv. Like that's what they are. Like. No one's like, let's be honest, bro. Like, no one really wants to go there, but they've got money. That's all it is. They're still not a big club. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they don't pay the players big wages. They pay the manager all that money just to pay their players peanuts.
Yeah, their players, because their wage bill is mad low. I was saying their wage bill is mad low. So yeah, clearly it seems they have a safety net in plan. If they get relegated, the Zerbi stays. So that seems to be their safety net. Which is fair. All right, fair enough.
That's what I mean. So I can't lie, bro. It's like man need to allow it, innit? Like man need to allow it, innit? Like I think it's still ludicrous, bro. You know what I mean? It's still ludicrous here that they've gone and offered my man 12 million a year. But you know what? If he keeps them up, he would have earned every penny because it shows you that they're genuinely scared about going down.
Yeah, because they put a safety plan in. What makes no sense to me either is the 5 years. when Zerbi has a track record of not staying anywhere longer than 2 years, but clearly they've said, all right, like, and we put
end up paying him out at some point anyway, you would think. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It would have to go exceedingly well for him to stay there for 5 years. I think he's got more chance of staying there for 5 years if they do indeed get relegated. Because if they get relegated, then you get promoted, or the aim is to get promoted, and then the second season is then to stabilize. Then the third season's on from there as well. But going down for them is a killer from a financial aspect. The amount of money they are going to lose if they indeed go down is going to hit them so hard. Maybe that's why they've gone for the Zerbi. Because they're like, all right, we don't want to dash. Say again?
100%.
Yeah,
100%, my brother.
Maybe that's why they haven't gone for a dash, because they're like, shit, if we do go down and then we still have him, that lessens our chances of going up. So, but yeah, they should have just went and did what they should have got rid of Frank way before. Shouldn't have went and got a Tudor and just stayed in the league. But yeah. You say Spurs is a business. They don't care about winning, but they care about what's best for business is staying in the Premier League.
100%. And if winning is, and if staying up is what's best for business, which it is, then that's what they care about. It's not about the winning. Because if it was, when they won that trophy just now, they would have kicked on and tried to cement something. And when you look at the window that they had there off the back of winning the European title, tells you exactly what the club favors, isn't it? So
they had the Chelsea window. Look at what Chelsea did. After getting into the Champions League and winning the Club World Cup, you would think, all right, we're going to go and kick on. And Lewis has spoke about this many a time. They brought me in Delap and Garnacho and Gittins. Like,
it's crazy, isn't it?
That's not a window to say, all right, we're going to cement and go further. We had better window. Look at the season we had. We had a better window being awful, finishing 15th. We actually showed intent to like actually improve. And hopefully we do that again in the summer. Obviously, we'll get onto that as well, despite where we'll finish in the league.
I hear it. What are you saying about man are saying, Anderson Kobe pivot now?
Cool.
Like for England, bro. What are you saying about what are you saying about the Elliot Anderson stuff here? What is coming across here? What is coming across as here is Anderson's the first choice for Man United. Tonali seems to be the backup.
Yeah.
One thing I would say, about Manchester United, the way we've been doing our business recently, we don't focus on a player that's not open to coming to Man United. So all these briefs here that he's already agreed to go to Manchester City, the reason why I don't necessarily believe it is because I think Man United would have distanced themselves from the Anderson situation if he made it clear that he wanted to go to City. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Because they're saying that the reports came out saying, I think it was Romano who said United are interested in Anderson, but City are currently ahead, and we're looking at Tonali as well. But then reports came out a few days ago saying that Baliba's definitely like on the cards, like we want Baliba, and then it was one of three, and that was Anderson, Wharton, Tonali. So if it is Anderson and Anderson's open to joining Manchester United, I'm all for it. Same with Wharton, same with Tonali. I have my preferences, but I think they're all good central midfielders. It's price point is key for me with all these players, which I've spoken about on here before, and I've said on my own platform as well. Like price point, what is the prices that we are talking about with it? Also, I said they got Kendrick and Beyonce. Hey, they can't fill that hole. They can't fill the that big void when that TV money gonna hit. Like no Premier League. Don't think people realize the no Premier League. You are correct. Once you get that championship money, that Sky Bet championship money, different from that Premier League money.
Bro, way different. You know the way there.
Money different, man. Like playing against Manchester United or Chelsea or Arsenal is much different to playing against Coventry or Millwall or or Sheffield Wednesday and things of this nature. But as I was saying about it, with the big up to Saeed every single time as well. Yeah, with the options, I do like the fact that it seems we're trying to get the business done early. That's what the Athletic report said.
But that's what we've been doing under Ineos. That's one thing that's been prevalent in all of our windows, is that not only are we trying to get the business done early, but we're only targeting players that we see as want to play for us, innit? And I think because this Anderson noise ain't going away, I believe that there's been positive communications with him, because if there hadn't been, I don't think that his name would still be there. I think Tonali is being sounded out as an alternative just in case he chooses Man City.
And I'm cool with Tonali. like I said, if it's Anderson,
same.
I see his plus points. I see TONALI as well. Wharton would be my preference in regards to I prefer his profile, like the passing. That's where it is. Because I think we need I think TONALI's a good passer of the ball. I think Anderson's a good passer of the ball. I put Maino in that bracket, but I think we need someone who excels in that. And that's why I would go and get Wharton, but it doesn't necessarily have to be Wharton. Bring me in a midfielder who does that. But if you have 3 competent midfielders, you don't necessarily need one. Again, that's just my preference. I look at PSG. I think they're all very good passers of the football. I don't think any of them excel as much as I think their midfield trio is cold. I don't look at any of them and go, he excels at that. I rate Vitinha highly. I think he's the best of the best. I think he's the best central midfielder in Europe. But I don't think any of those 3 are great passers of the ball. And I think we really, really lack that. And you see it in regards to build up as well. So, but clearly they're going the other way. If we end up and it's Anderson, Baliba, Maino, and one other, cool. Again, I
just feel like Anderson profile wise, is closer to Baliba than he is to Wharton. That's what I'm saying. Like, for me, I'd get both of them and bin Baliba, blood, because, bro, if we get Anderson, I don't think we need Baliba. And the reason why I say that is because they're both them kind of action Jackson midfielders, blood, like up and down, like both of them. Neither of them are sixes. Neither of them for me are first phase specialist players. They're players that are good at breaking up play, good at progressing the ball. They're good at a multitude of things, but none of them are Adam Wharton, get the ball off the centre back, play. Like, man say that Anderson can do it. Yeah, he can do it. But Cass can do it. Like,
it's not a speciality type of thing. That's why I mentioned about that.
He's not a specialist. I would argue that Kobe's probably better than him in the first phase at picking up the ball off the centre back and playing out, bro. Like, people are making out that Anderson is this super silky, like, player in possession, and that he's not. He's more like a Steven Gerrard, you know, that smash bang wallop midfielder, like, you know, that we're just crashing into people and that, just with a bit more tech, like.
He is, because he is industrious, but I'm not going to take away from his technical ability.
Like, he's techie, but he's Gerrard, like that, like just crashing into dons, like, you know, it's not silky like Wharton, like, do you know what I'm saying?
And this ties into, again, preference, but then this also ties into the manager, and this also ties into the way we want to play. Like, that's all of these things, and a lot of those things are unanswered. How do we want to set up? Who is the manager? Whoever the manager is, let's say it's Carrick, how does he want to set up? How are the club looking at it? Are they aligned with that? But that's why I would prefer not. And again, I don't want people to get stuck on it. I'm not necessarily saying Wharton. I'm saying I like his profile in regards to we need someone who's an excellent passer of the ball. That's how I'm looking at it.
Also, not just a passer, a dictator of tempo. You know that one?
Right. A tempo cell.
Yeah, because he puts his foot on the ball. Sometimes the game needs to be sped up. Sometimes it needs to be slowed down. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what Wharton will do. Like, he'll put his foot on the ball. Like, Anderson's not a foot on the ball list.
No. That's not his game.
Razor, like, he'll get on. He wants to drive forward. He wants to.
Yeah, he's tempo. He's quick.
Forward.
Yeah. He speeds up the game on and off the ball, which is obviously.
Yeah, he's an intensity player. You know the ones, but it's always like a high intensity. Whereas Wharton can just take the sting out of the game, put his foot on the ball, move it, drop the shoulder, slow it down. And Baliba's a similar kind of player to what Anderson does. If you end up with both of them, man, end up with an ADHD midfield here and no one that can put their foot on it, then we're expecting Kobe to be the guy that slows the game down.
Yeah, and I think Maino, like you mentioned there, is capable of that, but you would want one other.
But again, he's not a specialist. That's not a speciality. That's more of an Adam Wharton thing. If we end up with Baliba and Anderson, then that Kobe's going to end up being the 6.
Yeah, in regards to picking up the ball and stuff, if it is, because Bruno will play who the pivot is, and again, it's good options to have because of who you're playing against at various times and the 4 competitions and multiple games, etc. That's why I would, again, not just Wharton, even if it was a Stiller, for example, a player like that. But that's just my preference. The clubs seem to be going away from that, but all could change. Tomorrow, news could come out, or even the next few hours today, news could come out, and it could be like, Wharton's now high on the list, etc. But we want Baliba because Baliba seems to be the one. Obviously, we went in for him last year, and he seems to. So if you go get Baliba, really and truly, obviously, you're not going to get all 3. Both of them would be ideal alongside Baliba, to be honest. Because talks is Agate is leaving, but The guy is no good anyway, so we need 3 central midfielders. So that's how I look at it.
A man saying Wharton's now a Chelsea target, bro. Them man just need to get Europe first, innit, before them man start targeting anything. Like, I'll be real, because
players was going on. Cucurella dropping pipe bombs. It was crazy what Cucurella said.
That's it,
like,
bro. Listen, hey, Chelsea falling apart right now, and Gabe, I agree with you. I don't see Kobe there. Carrick definitely thinks that Kobe's a more advanced player. This is why I think Baleba and Anderson together is not. To me, it's not making too much sense unless they see Baleba as the 6 and they're going to try and convert Baleba into the role that Kobe's doing right now. Personally, I think he can do it because he is press resistant in the initial build-up. But progressive passing, I wouldn't say, is his strongest suit. He's more of a ball carrier.
Yeah, he's good at that. That's how he'll progress the ball.
Yeah.
He's by carrying it and going past players and driving, which he is very good at. But again, this ties into preference and what they're trying to do. That's where it's at. Because if we do go, let's say it is Wharton and Baleba, then people will be like, oh, it lacks physicality and off the ball, and the report saying there, or he's too close to Mano. Preference. What are they trying to do? Personally, I think we need a tempos. I want an excellent passer of the ball. I'm thinking of Europe. That's more so what's on my mind, because I think it's even more key in Europe in having someone who can progress the ball quickly, where you get more time, where you're playing against teams who are attacking you more, the better sides. That's how I'm looking at it. That's why I think Wharton, a Stiller, again, I know the chat's probably going crazy. That profile people, someone who sets pace and dictates and progresses the ball very, very well. I'm talking through the lines along the ground. Gets your attackers on it quickly. That's what I'm looking at. That's why I like Wharton's profile.
Yeah. I do a profile TONALI. I think TONALI is very similar to Anderson, just less, I'd say less aesthetic. You know them ones, like a box-to-box crash bang wallop midfielder, like all action. Like that's what he is. Like the thing is, it's one of them ones where Anderson just looks better on the eye. Like, do you know what I'm saying? He just looks better on the eye. That's all it is, bro. Like you know what it is with Anderson? Anderson's just, I think he looks better on the eye to a lot of us because he's got more of an English style. Like I said, he's got that Gerrard style that English people like. Do you know what I'm saying? He's busy, he's physical.
Very hard working. Right.
Yeah, he works hard and all that. Whereas TONALI is, he's more got that continental scumbag midfielder about him, which I don't mind that. You know them ones? It's almost like a Gattuso, but with a little bit.
He's got
a bit more attacking kind of qualities.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
He's more quality on the ball than a Gattuso.
TONALI's underrated on the ball, bro. I think because he doesn't pick up the ball and glide with the ball at his feet, people think TONALI can't play. But I guarantee you put TONALI in a rondo, he's cooking guys, bro.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
Can play. TONALI, don't ever get him mistaken. TONALI can play.
Like, it's because he's rugged. Man, think he's not technical, and it was kind of like Gattuso as well. Like Gattuso, he was a ball winner, but he was technical as well. Like he wasn't a scrub. Do you know what I mean?
You don't play for that long for AC Milan if you're technically a scrub. You have something about, he just wasn't Pirlo. So because he wasn't Pirlo, people would go, oh, he's not. No, Gattuso was very, very technically sound. You don't play for AC Milan.
And I think TONALI suffers with that, and also Cass suffers with that. Cass is very technical, bro. Like,
he's technically sound.
But because he breaks up the ball, he breaks up play. Man don't understand that Cass is a top quality midfielder, like on the ball. Like some of the way he sprays these passes and the grass cutting passes that Cass plays and the through balls. Like look at that no look through ball that Cass played to Cunha. Man don't look at Casemiro and say, yo, like Casemiro is technical. He's technical as hell, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if Bruno's playing that no look through ball, people are going crazy talking about he sees plays 10 steps ahead and all this crap, that they've been saying, that's complete lies. Do you know what I'm saying? And then when Cass is playing some of these passes, you're seeing Cass playing these switch diagonal passes and all these things, high quality technical goals he's scoring from that long shots, passing. Cass is technical, bro. But man, don't look at Cass like a technician, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because of his rugged playing style. And I think that TONALI's the same. Rugged playing style. Same with Roy Keane as well, bro. He was rugged. I was actually
having this conversation just yesterday. Talking
he was rugged, but he was technical, bro.
Yo, Keane progressed the ball very well. You see his short passing, people, extremely underrated. I'm not saying he was Xavi Alonso on the ball. I'm saying, though, it was extremely underrated, his short passing in regards to weight of pass. The amount of times he'd pick up the ball and he'd play the ball through the lines.
And what Keane was good at, Keane was good at punching the ball into people's feet. He just had that side foot pass here. Like, doesn't matter. He just fizzing it into people's feet. Boom. Like, seeing the right pass and just playing the right pass. Like, it wasn't fancy. Man wasn't doing the little instep drill. Bruv, side foot, fizz, boom, into your feet. That was it. One touch out your feet.
And then we gone. Because it's mad on the overlap. This was a few months back on the overlap. They was kicking ball, like in the studio bit. And it was like him, Righty. And you could see that he still had the technique. Righty was like,
that's what Tonali's like. Tonali's got that no frills Roy Keane thing where, man, take a touch out his feet, fizz it in, boom. You know what I mean? Fizz it in. You know what I'm saying? But people prefer Anderson because it's more high energy. It's more Gerrard. Like, a lot of people would prefer to watch a Gerrard than to watch a Scholes because it's the all action thing.
How it looks. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
How it looks thing.
And Anderson's got the athleticism that Tonali don't have. Tonali's Italian and Anderson is got that full English breakfast thing about him. Do you get me?
Yeah, he's very industrious, Anderson. He's very hard working and it looks very hard working and he gets through a lot of work he does. He does a lot of work on the ball, a lot of work off the ball, but it ties back into what I've been saying, preference. That's what that is, preference. I'm a fan of Tonali. I think Tonali's a good player. And Anderson's a good player too.
I think for the prices, that man are quoting, I'm taking Tonali, bro. Because I'm not spending 100+ million on Anderson, bro. I don't think he's worth it.
I ain't spending 100 M's on any
70 million for my man. For Tonali's a steal. Man say most Prem midfielders are technical. I disagree, bro. Like, when I'm talking about technical, I'm rating these man like professional man that get paid to play football, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot, bro. Like, man, look, Garnacho's a Premier League player, bro. Do you know what I mean? Man are gonna tell me that he's a technical footballer. Guys like Alanga and that. These man are not.
There's a lot. You know
what I'm saying?
People.
Like, if we're kicking ball on the road, where I grew up, these man not even getting picked to kick ball on the road. Let alone at football clubs. Like, let's not do this right now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Tonali is a very technical player. Like, when you actually look at him, he's technically very good.
Yeah, there's a lot of athletes. There's a lot of athletes in midfield, people. There's a lot of players that are in midfield because he mentioned midfielders in particular.
But they're in there because they can run, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Like, they're just levels. Technically, they're just okay.
Brother, there's technical. There's levels to technical. Yeah, Sandro Tonali is in the top bracket of technical ability, and ability to read a football match in the league. He's in the top bracket, bro. Out of all the midfielders, Cass is in that top bracket as well.
Of course.
So. It's one of them. There's not many midfielders, that are in that top bracket in terms of they've shown that they can do it at the top level. Tonali's shown he can do it in international tournaments. This guy has a Scudetto. This guy's a top footballer already, and he's still in his mid-20s, bro.
Yeah, he's going into, you could say he's in his prime years or he's going into his prime years. So now 100% hear exactly what you're saying. I rate Tonali. Like, I watch him at Newcastle and I go, yeah, he gets through his work off the ball and on the ball he's very sound and he's only 25 going on 26. Hey, make it happen. Make it happen, 100%.
Bro, you're telling me about Newcastle fans. Let me tell you something, Tonali, is one of the best players, in the Italian national side, bro. You know what I'm saying? This brother came through at AC Milan, bro. I don't give a shit what Newcastle fans are saying about Tonali, to be honest. You know what I mean? They've had a handful of good players in the last 10 years. So I could give a toss what Newcastle fans are saying. I'll be honest. Like, it's just not that deep.
Yeah,
it's not that deep.
And to the side of this, off the Tonali thing, because he mentioned Mbeumo.
I know them man had Longstaff and them man at their club, and now I'm supposed to take advice on midfielders from these lot. If you don't appreciate Tonali when you had Longstaff running your midfield, I can't lie, bro. Like, you're not serious anyway.
Newcastle and many others have praised their midfield. Like him, Bruno G and Joe Linton has been praised heavily as one of the better midfielders. We called it the shield midfield. He said it would beat you up on all these things. Like, we complimented them.
Gimaresh and Joe Linton midfield. That midfield's ridiculous. It's got everything.
We've praised it. I've praised it. I've been like, oh, that is literally the shield. You know what I'm saying? They will just punch, they can play football, but they'll also punch you up and kick you up type of thing. But the thing is, he mentioned now about Mbeumo. Yes, Mbeumo's been poor as of late, but Mbeumo's still a good player. I don't get that.
Yeah, but the thing is with him, I don't get that. No, but the thing is with Brian, again, he just is what he is, bro. Yeah. I think a lot of people misprofiled him because no one's got time to be watching Brentford. You know the one. Yeah, they're just seeing that he scores like certain quality of goals, which he does. Yeah. Like he's a goal scorer. And they see him playing for an industrious team like Brentford, that play the majority of the games in transition. And they think, you know what? He's a decent player, which he is. He's decent, but he's no better than decent. But the kind of player that I like, he don't fit that profile. So it's one of them ones where I'm not going to turn around and say that he's rubbish, but he ain't my cup of tea in terms of what players are, but I'll have him in the squad.
But that's, again, you're there being honest and open enough to admit it's not my preference, but you still see his uses. Like, that's 100%.
What it is. I'll have him in the squad because his game is useful.
I knew what we was getting with Mbeumo, and I think once we get better fullbacks and become a better team, I think we see a better Mbeumo as well. I don't see when Mbeumo was, I don't look at him as a flop. We spent 70 M's on him. I go, yeah, money well spent. Whoever we're 100%. Playing, if Mbeumo's starting in the starting 11, I go, okay. Whether it's right or whether he's playing central. So I don't get the whole thing we're seeing now with Mbeumo. Players go through poor form, people. Has he been poor as of late? Yes. Although I think overall he's been a success so far. Yes. He's contributed to us. With this running that we've had on the Carrick, he's contributed. He has. Like, but fairs. Yeah. I didn't get that part of it, but big up.
No, I hear it. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'll be real. Like, when we're looking at this, when we're looking at these players, I think that people need to just, I think the biggest issue with players is the average football fan doesn't even know how to profile a player. So because of that, they expect a player to come into your club and provide something that they've never provided anywhere. And this is the issue. Like, you can, like I've said before, you can have box-to-box midfielders that excel in completely different sides of the game. So just because you've got two box-to-box players doesn't mean that they won't complement each other.
Yeah, because you can have box-to-box players. You can have a box-to-box player who's better defensively and one that's better offensively.
Like Kante. Kante's a box-to-box defensive. Do you know what I mean? Like, Casemiro's a box-to-box defensive, but he is an attacking threat as well. Like, he's a bigger attacking threat than Kante was.
Kante ain't gonna give you that. So, like, that's what it is. That's why I don't even worry about, like, when people talk about the 6s and the 8s and things of that nature. If you are good midfielders and you're intelligent, guess what? I trust you to figure it out. I go back to PSG because we look at them. They don't have a natural 6. None of those midfield trio is a natural 6. How come it works? Hey, you know what? When at points, one of us will drop off and be the defensive one, or two of us will be. Situation by situation basis. And I'm not saying, of course, we don't have midfielders of their caliber, but I'm saying I expect intelligent midfielders to pick that out. That's why I ain't really sold on, oh, you definitely need a 6. In an ideal world, yes, but if we don't have one, hey, I expect you lot as a midfield duo or trio to figure it out. Don't just leave the defense exposed. Someone sit back there. Someone.
Yeah.
So, hey, we move.
I hear it. You know what I'm saying? Man said Zirkzee is determined to stay at United, make impact. Hold on, and make an impact next season. He firmly believes he'll get a chance on the Carrick once United return to Europe. See, bro, this is a story that I believe, but at the same time, it's like, bro, this guy keeps showing time and time again, that he's got the right character to play for this football club, but he just needs a break, blood. You know the ones there.
It's just, you know what it is? It's just unfortunate for him. It's one game a week.
Yeah,
that's what it is for him. It's super unfortunate for him. It's one game a week. Now, granted, with 4 competitions, does he get more game time? Yes, of course he will.
Of course, and that's how he broke into the team last time, because we had more games, and then he proved himself valuable, and then he went on a run before he got injured. But the problem is, because he doesn't really have an opportunity, to break into the team, it's like man's just playing the waiting game, innit? And you can see when he's with other players, he seems like he's super happy to just be a good teammate. Everyone, and the funny thing is, when they do all these Man United interviews, he's always the one that everyone's always bigging up, saying, he trains well, they're surprised how good he was, this, that, and the other. He's always looks like just good vibes and all these things, but it's like, it gets to a point, where
you need game time.
He needs game time, bro.
Yeah, he needs game time. And that's what it is. And it's just unfortunate that you've got Bruno, Sesko, and Mbeumo all ahead of him as a 10 and the 2 as the 9s. That's where the issue lies for him. Like, you got Bruno in the 10 who's going to play the captain, and he'll probably stay a following season. And then you have 2 strikers in front of him. So does he say, hey, let me move or let me stay? Like, that's what that is. But if he stays, cool. because then we don't have to replace him. I do rate him as a squad player, and if he decides to leave, I'd fully understand. And then you get money for him.
He should be a squad player anyway. Like, it's one of them ones where Man United, we need as many different profiles of players because we're going to face loads of different puzzles. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly.
And you need different pieces, bro, because there's going to be certain games where you need his kind of player, and especially if we're gonna get back to where we belong, because we're en route, we're gonna be facing way more teams that are gonna be sitting back that aren't gonna allow us to transition on them, and we're gonna need him to help pick the locks, bro. And you need players like that. And if you're bringing in more technical midfielders that can fizz the ball into his feet and get him to the ball, this is where you really get the best out of him.
Because you get about the half turn behind the opposition's midfield in front of their defense. And this is what I'm saying. Like, people have been saying this to me, how are we going to sign such and such? What happens to such and such a player? Options. If your Zirkzee's on your bench as an option, great. Same with Ahmad. Same with Mbremo. As much as I don't believe the Cole Palmer situation, but people are like, how are you going to sign a player like that when you have Bruno or you have Ahmad or you have Mbremo? Options. The bench needs to be stacked. That's what it is. Because our bench currently right now is weak. Extremely weak. And that's something, if we improve the first team, automatically your bench gets stronger. And we are going to be in 4 competitions, people. We're playing across all competitions, so you are going to need a squad. It's not going to be 1 game a week next season. So if it is Zirkzee and he stays and he's an option, cool. He deserves his opportunity for me to succeed or fail.
I agree. I think that he's shown his patience. He showed his character. He's someone that I actually want things to go well for, because, you know what I'm saying, his attitude has not changed, bro. You know what I'm saying? And people, it's funny, a lot of these fans, they love to talk about players' attitudes and all of these things. When Garnacho was on the bench soaking that, it was okay. But, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. With Zirkzee, like, he hasn't complained. When he comes on, he does actually impact games. It's not like he's coming on and you don't know he's playing. Every time you bring him on, irrespective of if he's coming back from injury or whatever, he impacts the game. And that's all you can ask from players. And if a player's coming off the bench and they're impacting games, I'll say the same thing I said for Sesko. Doesn't mean that they should be starting. It just means that they're good enough to affect the game. So,
which is what you want.
That's the whole point of them. If you've got 5 subs and none of them affect the game, what's the point in 5 subs?
Deb said there's not good. And here the thing is, if you are coming off the bench, people, and affecting the game, eventually you're going to get your shot off merit. If you continue to come off the bench and impact games, whether that's an attacking player or a defensive player, guess what? You're going to get your start, especially with more competition. When you're playing 2 games in 5 days with injuries and suspensions, these things are going to happen. 110%. So I'm more for it with Sesko. I like the fact that we're having these conversations. It's not who's less shit. That's what it is. I like the fact we're actually saying, hey, you know what? Such and such should be starting over him because of this, and this, because he's playing well, not because one's worse than the other. Who's the best out of a bad
You know what I mean? When it was Rasmus, it was anyone but Rasmus up front, bro. I told them, play Mount up there.
It was anyone. But now it's like, and Mbremo should start because of this, and this. Well, no, I think Sesko should start because of this, and this. Well, they're both scoring goals. So option, or Ahmad should be off the right for these positive reasons. No, play Mbremo off the right because he's a bigger goal threat. Again, options. Hence why we are. It's like United fans have, because it's been so long and we've been bad for so long and forgotten what it's like to have competition for places. This is why I'm saying bring in multiple midfielders. I'm not saying just go get Belieber or Wharton or Tonali. Competition. People are talking about Ndai. You know what's going to happen if we sign Ndai? Him and Cunha over there for that left-hand side, which is fantastic. I love that. Because if Cunha's not playing well, you start Ndai.
Cunha's actually showing that he can actually play on the left now.
I've been saying like
he's actually, you can see that he's adapted his game and he's running down the line and he's embracing being an actual wide player, and he looks dangerous now.
Yes, because you know why? Because he's a talented individual. Like, you see that penalty that he won against Bournemouth? That's just quality. The ball got chipped to him down the line. He controlled it on his chest, brought it down, drove into the box, took on 2 players and won a penalty. I want that in my team. This is why even when people was being, he can't play. He can play on the left, number 1. Number 2, he's not good enough. He's a quality player, as he's now showing. Because he's been one of our better attackers over the past few games. So again, but even though I say that and I'm sold on him, I'm not going to say no to Ndai. I'm not going to say, don't sign Ndai. What's going to happen?
If them two are scrapping, for that left wing, bro, we're in a great place.
Yeah, There we go. I'm all for that. I'm not going to be like, hey, Cunha's one of my favorite players. What's going to happen to him? No, if he's not playing well, he can hold bench. Hey, and Die take his spot. Go take his shirt back off him. And then you've got the option of playing a Die left if you sign him and Cunha in the 10. Options. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this Lewis-Skelly stuff. This came out of nowhere, this Lewis-Skelly stuff.
That stuff has been coming out for the last, almost the last week now. Because I spoke to Deluded about it on Friday.
What did Deluded say about it?
Stuff? The encouraging stuff about that is that it seems to be coming from his side.
Yeah, it's
you know what I mean? They're saying that he's been offered to us via intermediaries or something like that. So it's one of them ones where the encouraging thing is, if that's the case, then that means he's open to coming. And if he is open to coming, that's an easy deal to do. Because it's an easy deal to do because you don't play for Arsenal, and they can't really ask for that much money because you don't play that.
No, they don't ask for a lot. And I'm a fan of Lewis-Skelly. I've said this. Again, it's a preference thing. Like, in regards to him as a fullback, I prefer a fullback who bombs on an overlap.
He's not a defender, innit? He's an attacker first.
He inverts. Now, if you go get the midfielders we're talking about and then you back up that with Skelly, cool. Because I've watched him play. He is not phased by the moment whatsoever.
But that's what I like the most about him.
Yes.
I like his attitude, innit? He's got the personality for the big stage, innit? Like, of course he's not a natural defender, but his temperament is top level, bro.
Yes.
Like,
I've seen him play against
Real Madrid by nothing.
Not fair. I've seen him in big games for Arsenal, and he's just cool, calm, and collected, and picks up the ball and drives with it, and is technically very good as well. The physicality is there, and he would be cheap. I think, again, another great squad option. If you can go get Skelly, because he's barely playing for them for a 20-25, hey, go do it. Go do it. I think it'd be smart business.
Yeah, he's a cold youth, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I like that. I like his personality. I like the way that whenever there's a scrap, he's always at the front of the queue. You know them ones. Like, I like players like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because they're just on it, bro. Man.
He's up for the fight.
He's just on it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And I've got a lot of time for players that do that, and especially young players, because it shows that they feel like they belong there. You know the ones. Sometimes young players they kind of just stay out the way because they don't really want to get into no passer or nothing. Like, this guy is front and center with all the bullshit. So I like it because it shows that he ain't got imposter syndrome. Like, he fully, he feels like he deserves to be there, innit? And I like players like that, bro. I've always liked players like that. Danny Welbeck was like that. Like, when we had Danny Welbeck, he came through into the first team. Straight away, he was moving like he was Eric Cantona, like he'd been there for time. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And you always need that kind of stuff, bro. Do you know what I mean? I remember Welbeck was scoring mad goals and that, not even celebrating and that. He was doing the bad man thing. So and Greenwood was like that as well. Like, I just like players with that attitude. Like,
there's a fearlessness about them. They're not phased by the moment, like, oh, I'm on the big stage type of thing. And obviously, Skelly's got previous with Haaland as well, and that's an up because he's at City, so I like that. Yeah, bring him in. Bring him in, man. He's already got up. He's just, hey, join, man, Skelly. Let's go. So
this is what I'm saying. He's a good player, bro. And his best days are ahead of him. He's still got a lot to improve on, especially defensively. But that's a good problem to have, bro. We've got Johnny Evans there, and we've got Jonathan Woodgate there, bro. So they can help him with the defending.
Yeah, and he's only 20. He's only 20 years old, right? Man broke through when he was 19.
That's what I mean. And him and Dorgu are the same age.
Yeah, no shit. He's 19. He's gonna be 20 in September.
He's younger than Dorgu, bro. So that's what I mean. If he's 19, brother, you see what I'm trying to say? Like, this is the kind of team that man need to be building. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, these young G's and that, and then you go and you get your Illiman and Jazz. Do you know what I'm saying? The 26 years old. You get your little, that Tonali's 25, I think, going to be 26 or something.
Yeah,
like, bro, get a good mixture of youth and experience. Because even though he's young, he's still got a decent amount of experience. Brothers play Champions League football. He's 19 years old. Like, bring, bro. Like, what are we doing? If he's available, go bring. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
It's an absolute no-brainer. Like, that signing there is common sense, bro. That's what that is. Tonali, another Champions League experience baller. Bring. Like, these are the men that you should be bringing into the football club. And this is what I'm saying. I like Anderson, but 100 million for someone that ain't heard the Champions League music is crazy.
I think 100 million is crazy. Yeah, I wouldn't spend 100 million on any of them. 100 million any other players. I don't think there's that big of a difference between all the midfielders we've been linked to be paying 30 to 40 million pound more. Because 100 million pound, I'm not hearing about he needs the right partner next to him or he needs to be played in this role. You play well for 100 million. Big up my guy Canal every single time as well. Yeah, 100 million. Nah, I don't think any of them are worth that.
Personally. None of them, bro. I think to be worth 100 million, you got to have one Champions Leagues. You know them, man. I think man need to be copying you from Real Madrid. You know that. I need to be copying you from Real Madrid, bro.
And also, you join the team and instantly you play well and you make those better around you play well. I'm not hearing about you need to be in this system and you need this player alongside you and all that. No. If you are 100 million pound and you are a central midfielder, you play central midfielder, you play well.
But this is why I love Casemiro, bro. Like, no one can't say nothing bad to me about Cas because as soon as Cas came in the team, he raised the level of the team immediately.
He did.
Pogba done that as well. He raised the level of the team immediately. Zlatan did that. You see the difference between bro, these players are so good, yeah? They just raised the level of the team, bro. Like, when Zlatan came in at 30-odd years old, yeah, he raised the level straight away. Like, Pogba raised the level. Like, everyone was seeing these men play football like, rah, these men are just, they're different, like. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and for me, like, I can't rely on these young G's. I can't rely on Baleba, Anderson, or any of these men to do that. Not yet, bro, because
they're not there yet. And that would be unfair of him. Yeah, and that would be unfair of them because we seen even Varane, even though I think he was quality. It was just a shame.
Varane raised the level as well, instantly.
Like, we seen what he did. Like, look at Martinez, as good as he's been. When he came, Martinez hasn't looked that good since. And look at Martinez's qualities. That's Varane. Varane made our defense so much better. Bear in mind, he was playing next to Dalot. Them times as well was over that side. Luke Shaw was playing at fullback. Like, so yeah. And Rafael, who's this? Is this Rafael? Is this Guerrero? Rafael. This is who you're talking about. Is it Rafael Guerrero? Is he not at? Was he at Bayern? I think. Yeah, there's a fullback. 1 second. Let me Google this.
Brother, I have no idea who he's talking about still. I'm not gonna lie.
He's at Bayern Munich. Yeah. I think it's the one he's talking about. But that won't be him.
I don't know who the fuck that is, bro.
Yeah, Rafael Guerrero. Yeah, I know the fullback. When I see the name, I was like, I could be wrong. It could be a different left back.
I don't know. If I see him, I might know who he is, yeah. But broski, I can't lie, bruv. That didn't move me, blood, and I'm on a treadmill, cause you know them ones there. Man don't want no fucking. Man don't want no Bayern left back. Where's he from? The only Bayern left back I know is Davis, blood. You know them ones. So
I could be completely wrong. Yeah, he's like 32 as well. It won't be him.
Hell no. Man's a 32-year-old left back that I don't even know, blood, because as far as I'm concerned, Alphonso Davis is their left back. So yeah, I'm good. And he's Portuguese, no thanks.
Oh, he's Portuguese. All right.
No thanks. I'm all right. You know them ones. No more Portuguese, no more Argentinians. You get me? And no more Dutch players either. You know what I mean? We need to allow it. You know what I mean?
No more Portuguese. What do you say? No more Portuguese, no more Dutch, and no more what?
Argentinians, no more, bro. Man had Garnacho, and fucking Martinez, bro. You know what I'm saying? Martinez can't stay fit, bro. Like, I'm cool. Like, keep them man away, blood. You know what I'm saying? We're doing the little Brazilian thing. You want to run me a few more Brazilians? That's fine, innit? You know what I'm saying? But I ain't trying to... We're good with all these, man. You know them way there. So, we're good. We got the lit. You know what I'm saying? We got Mazraoui. He does kind of count. Well, you know the ones. We got Josh as well. Like, we're all right now. We don't need no more. So, is what it is. Like, we just need to start being a bit more selective. You know what I'm saying? We're doing our African thing at the moment. If you want to run me Baleba and Ninja, safe.
We are doing the AFCON thing, I can't lie. We are doing
run that. Run that, my bro. I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm here. We need a left back. Get me Lewis-Skelly, if you can get me Lewis-Skelly. At 19, with his experience, he's got to be first choice if we could get him. Do you know what I mean? I don't think Balde's realistic, even though they're saying Cucurella's twerking for Barca. And if he's twerking for Barca...
But Balde had a whole heap of injuries as well.
That's what I'm trying to say, but that's why I'm saying Lewis-Skelly makes the most sense.
Just go get a fullback who's like overlap bombs on, who... 1 second, let me have a look. Just having a look here at his injuries and see. This season is not been good either, to be honest, for him, for injuries. He's had some bad ones still. Balde. But just go sign a left back, man. Go get it, whether it is Juve, if we're doing the AFCON thing like you mentioned from West Ham. We've been linked to the midfielder, the fullback from Frankfurt, the fullback Nathaniel Brown.
Yeah, Nathaniel Brown. He sounds like a Yardie blood. When I heard that, I said, yo, that you's Jamaican or something. The man say he plays in Germany. I was like, bro, that's mad.
Nathaniel Brown. Yeah. Actually, let me see his heritage. Yeah, because when I heard his name, I was like, are you not sure?
Bro, he sound like a Yardie, bro. Sound like curry goat blood.
Yeah,
when I heard that.
Sure.
Now they're saying he's African American or something, but broski, he sound like a Yardie to me, bro.
Yeah, son of an American and German mother. But yeah, I wonder where his pops is from, man. His pops probably got some yard roots.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, like Errol Spencer, them man. You get me?
But true say, we've been doing that. Hey, Germans, we've been doing that, man. Like, because you got him, Nathaniel, you got Leroy, you got Jamal. Like, you've been doing that in Germany, man. Like, yo, they're number 10 and number 9.
Yeah, you're not wrong still. I think that man got African parents, though. You get me? All of them got African parents. I think Leroy Sonny. And even Jamal Musiala as well, blood.
Yeah, I never would have thought that in Germany. I would have seen that Leroy and Jamal, yo, playing up top for Germany. That's how you know it's mad, yo. It's mad. Like when you think of that, like you would have never, if you would have told me that in the 90s or the early 2000s, never. You know what I'm saying? Never.
No,
never.
I hear it.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, like I've been hearing good things about him actually. But go sign up for.
Yeah, so like bro, from what I've seen, because I ain't seen many live games of him, but from what I've seen, he looks tidy, innit? However, it's just I'm not really on the unknown thing, bro. Like I'm on the Premier League proven thing. I'm on go and get Illiman and Jai. Go and get fucking Myles Lewis-Skelly. Go and get Tonali, Belaba, Anderson. Get 2 of them free. A man's cool, like you know what
I hear it.
I'm trying to do all my business
in the Prem.
In the Prem, bro. Because I think that we're in touching distance of competing for the league and I can't have another Ugarte. You know the ones where you go out of the league and you get someone whose name was ringing because Ugarte was hot on the list for Pochettino at Chelsea before he went to PSG. So he's a player that when he was at Lisbon, people actually wanted this youth blood. I can't do that again.
His name was being spoken about. Now you're right. I get fully what you're saying with that, and that's why if you do go outside of the league. That's where your scouts have to be on it because our 2 ones out of the league this season have worked. When you look at Lemens and Sesko, I had my doubts about Sesko.
Oh, the goalkeeper. I think goalkeeping situation's a bit different because you know what it is, There's less intangibles with goalkeepers. Like with goalkeepers, the goal's the same size in every country, blood. So if you're a good goalkeeper, you're a good goalkeeper. There's less things to worry about. You know the ones. If you're fundamentally a good goalie, you'll be fine. The problem with outfield players is that you have to worry about the team around them.
Yeah, there's other stuff.
Who they're playing with.
The goalkeeping side of things, we've seen us get it. We've seen us get it catastrophically wrong. Look at Onana and Bayern there. That's why
because they're just not fundamentally good goalkeepers. That's the difference.
And they watched them. That's the craziest part. They watched these men at high pro. Like Onana was at Ajax. Onana was at Inter Milan. It's not like he was in Belgium. That's why I say with Lemens, who was completely unknown at goal, because Lemens exceeded my expectations. If Lemens joined him with average. For that money and where he was from, I'd go, good business, solid business. I look at him now and I go,
but Dogu came in as a left. They brought him in as a left wing back. Dogu is a good footballer, but they're just understanding now how to use him, bro. When the season's nearly done, you know them one.
Let's clarify this. To me, he an attacker. I look at him.
He's an attacker, but they brought him in as a left wing back. Asked him to do wing back. Wasn't really having a great time. Man was saying he was shit. Then he went on wing, and now man looks like he's on smoke. So you can't really give them man too much credit for that, bro, because they signed him as a wing back, and as it stood at wing back, he wasn't really looking great. So
and even the way we was trying to use him at wing back, didn't work because we trying to. Dogu's game is not being on the half turn, half turn and giving goals and stuff like that. He needs the ball.
He's a connection player, and they wanted to just keep him out wide and. Like, isolate him, it was dead, like, do you know what I'm saying? So, the manager didn't use him properly. Good player, though. Loman's top goalkeeper. Lenny Yoro was on the Real Madrid wanted him, bro. Like, he was one of the worst kept secrets in football. I can't really give Man United credit for that because Liverpool wanted him as well. Like, everyone knew about him. He wasn't a secret. Benjamin Sesko weren't really a secret either. Like, teams wanted him. Do you know what I mean?
I'm surprised we went after because obviously Arsenal was the one that was heavily linked with him, and we ended up getting him. But he's like, when I say about Sesko, he exceeded my expectations.
Yeah, like Lomans is a real. Lomans and Dogu are the 2 players that you can say, yeah, cool. They weren't on loads of teams' radars, Do you know what I'm saying? And they've come in and they're showing their real worth. All the other man, like they're... I wouldn't say they were common sense signings, but people knew about them. They weren't secrets. Like, they weren't hidden gems, bro.
Because they were from within the Premier League and go and buy the best of the rest. Because we've explained this. We said this all last summer about it being a tried and tested method. And it has the highest success rate is going from within the Premier League. I'm all for it. So if you go,
and I feel like we're at that point now, Flawless, where we need to lean into that because it's bearing the most fruit. Like,
agreed.
Do you know what I'm saying? It is. We need to lean into that, bro. Because the thing is, with the Premier League, there's so many things that happen in the Premier League that don't replicate or translate to anywhere else. That if you can get someone that already knows how to deal with the situation, then you go and get that.
Yeah.
Do you know
even
what I'm
dealing
saying?
with it, people overlook even dealing with the weather. Like, it's normal to us because we from the UK. Like me, I'm Manchester born and bred. Rain don't phase me. You know what I'm saying? It's been raining ever since I'm born. I'm mid-30s now. But to someone who's come from a sunny climate, it's like, yo, why does it rain every day? Like, why is it always cold type of thing? And that does have an effect. And then you got your family having to deal with as well. And like you said, you move the language barrier, etc. This is why I liked the Konya and then Bremo signings. This is why with
they just settled straight in.
Because it's like, all right, Midlands, London. Same way if it's Endai, it's London to Manchester type of thing. If it is Wharton's in London as well, you got Balibo, who's not too far. He's in Brighton, obviously not too far from London either. And then you got Anderson, who's in the Midlands. So yeah, I'm all for it. Make it happen, man. Make it happen.
Bro, and even this, you're saying Lomans and Dorgu signings are like Ever and Vidic. And guess what? Ever and Vidic, they trauma bonded because they both thought they weren't going to make it, blood. Because they both started shaky. You know what I mean? So they both started shaky. So what man need to understand is, you have to allow these players that time. You have to allow them that time, bro. I can't remember the last player that came from a foreign league to Man United, that wasn't a top player. At the start, people weren't doubting them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's why Lomans is that good, because he's looked solid from the start. Dorgu had his retractors. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone had their retractors when they came in. They were top players. Everyone was looking at them like, right, maybe they're not good enough. Like, maybe.
That's United fans for you. That's United fans for you in a nutshell. Like, they doubt everyone. They doubt. United fans have doubted, not all, some from players from within the league. 2 games in, he's not good enough. Why did we sign him? It's like, yo, man's had 2 matches. Like, man's had 5 matches. Like, give it a longer time to actually assess the player. It's like with Euro, we're seeing the best of Euro now. You know why? Because he's actually playing week in, week out.
Yeah, consistently.
This is the longest amount of games he's played, and now he's only had. He cost us in the Palace game. He got caught for a goal. Other than that, he's been fine.
And also, he's in a settled team now because Carrick don't change his back four. Like, that's what I like. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, Sandro got injured. Euro came in and he just kept the same back four with Maguire, Dallo, and Shaw. So it's the same back four.
Partners the same
system, same style of play. So he knows what he's doing, bro. We never got no consistency under Ruben Amorim. He would change his back 5 every game.
And that's no way to get continuity. No way.
And sometimes Euro was left centre back. Sometimes he was right centre back. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't even keep him on the same side, bro. It's like, it's bullshit, bro. You know what I mean? So you can't really blame him. So now he's got a consistent midfield in front of him and a consistent back 4, back 5 that he's in. And now, like, you're seeing it, he's a top player. But anyone that's got eyes could see that he was a top player, bro. Like, the Euro doubt, was crazy. I was hearing some of the weirdest shouts about Lenny Euro. Like, a clear quality player, he's not that good. He's not this, he's not physical, he's not all these things, bro. Quality player, bro, and it's evident. Brother, he's 20 years old. Centre back, maybe 19.
Yeah, because he's Manchester United, you know what it's like. Because it's Manchester United, so people are going to go overboard. He came in with a good reputation. Other teams wanted him and a big fee for somebody that age. So, of course, they're going crashing him when he has bad games, which, like you mentioned there, you're playing in a system you never played for in our worst ever team in the Premier League. You think that's not going to affect him? Come on, man. And now we're seeing the best of him, like I mentioned, and no one's mentioning it. Not a soul. But people gonna go overboard with it.
Yeah, some joke thing. You know what I mean? It's actually some joke thing. So I'm happy with where we're going. I'm happy with how we've built the squad. With the age of this squad, the way we've built this squad, it's like, if we have a good summer, we're looking at a team, that can be really good for like 4 to 5 years, like. You know the ones. Because if you think, you look at Cunha and them man there, they'll be like 30, 31 in 5 years' time. And then it'll be ready to buy their replacements. You know, like that. So in that time, if you do get a Lewis-Skelly, 5 years' time, he's 24. Like, Kobe, 5 years' time, 25. Like,
they're going into their primes. Them younger
they're
players,
going into their prime. Other man's prime are finishing, and then you're bringing in other players. You know what I mean? And this is where we are. Like, I think the age of the players that we've brought in, like, the future looks very, very good, and the present looks good too.
Well, because we ain't signed nobody over 26 in the last 2 summers. And that seems to be the way they're going about it. It's everyone is 26 and under, but again, it's quality. So it's not like we're against signing 24, 25, 26-year-olds if the deal is right. But then you got the younger players as well. So I like where we're going. It just has to translate now, because I've liked our windows the last 2. Now it just needs to translate, because I haven't liked the managerial decisions and how bad that's been. That has to go right for then it to pay dividends, because we're bringing in better players. So therefore, the results and performances should be getting better, and we should be going up the table, which we are as of right now. What happens in the summer? Will it be Carrick as well and kick on? Because I'm looking for us to kick on. Again, it ain't necessarily about winning stuff next season. It's like, all right, let's gauge and see where we're at and see how far off we are. Let's make a legitimate good go. Domestic cups are always on. We should be always targeting them, both of them, all the time. And then with the Prem and the champs, you see what's what. You see how Arsenal and City and Chelsea and Liverpool do, and then you go from there. Europe, Spurs, as bad as they've been, finished 4th. So the Spurs, as bad as they've been woeful. They finished 4th, people. I think Sporting finished 7th. And Sporting are currently in. You telling me we can't build a team that's as good as Spurs or Sporting to go get into a Champions League knockout round or quarter final and get these players accustomed to playing in those competitions and see where we are, sure. Let's see how good these players are in it, because a lot of these players haven't played Champions League. Let's see if they're good enough. Let's see if they're good enough at the top level. Swim. Throw them in at the deep end, see if they can swim.
You're not wrong, bro. You know what I mean? Man said Mino and Anderson starting for England. Yeah, bro. I'm not going to lie. I'm not watching the game, guys. You know the ones there. Man's going to go eat my food and get me chill, and then I'll run a premiere for you lot later on, probably at 10 o'clock after the England game. I'm assuming the England game is going to start at 8 or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's 8.
Yeah. So, yeah, man's going to chill, eat my food and that. But yeah, you lot can let me know how Anderson and Kobe get on. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, that could be Man United. That could be a Man United link up next season, bro. If the reports are right, bro. Saeed saying that City moving desperate, so maybe City are willing to throw everything at him because they know that Man United are interested. But the truth is, yeah, like, all things being equal, I think he chooses us. I genuinely think he does, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But I just don't know how much money City are offering him. I think our project's more attractive than this. That's my opinion.
Like, the whole Pep side of things. Like, we're unsure with our manager. They've got how long is Pep going to be there? What's the plan?
That's what I'm saying. Pep's not there for 2 more years. If Pep stays this season, he's there for 1 more. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
The summer 2027.
Yeah, bro, I think he's got 1 more year max. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Or else his wife will leave him again. You know them ones. So I don't think he can stay, bro. Now, bro, I reckon he promised that he's gonna leave, blood, because you get me. It's not making sense. So for me, I think he's got 1 more. I think he's got 1 more year max at Man City. Yeah. And then on top of that, you got Bernardo Silva's at the end of the road age-wise.
Bernardo Silva's.
Do you know what I'm saying? You look at Man City, like, Foden don't look happy there. The man just bought Semenyo. He looks clunky. They got Dorgu and that. The Mamouche and the Sabio situation looks like it's not really working out. Like, City's, there's bare question marks in that squad, you know. It's all weird. Like, as much as they're good players, like, there's bare weirdness going on at City. There's the Rodri question marks. They got the Nico Gonzalez brother that come in and he was meant to play, and then they were happy with him. Now they're not happy with him. Same with Reinders and that. It's all weird at City at the moment. I don't know what's going on, bro. Like, maybe the new manager comes in and reinvigorates the whole place. Maybe, innit? But right now, something looks stale with Pep Guardiola at the moment.
Yeah, especially if they don't win the league this season, because then it'll be 2 years in a row. So then it's like, all right, what did they do in the summer? So it is a more physical base size than it is technical.
Maresca team, innit? You know them ones there, bro. We're going to see Dogu and Semenyo with Maresca next season, bro. Transition wing playing.
Yeah, Doku, Semenyo, Haaland is not a Pep front three. Let's just be honest. That is not a Pep style front three in the slightest.
Nah, it's not. It's the Maresca wing play thing, innit? And if that's the case, we'll smoke them next season as well. You know what I'm saying? I hope they end up with Maresca. So it's just.
You think there's a chance if Pep's, let's say they do win the league, you reckon there's a chance he leaves this summer?
Yeah, 100%. I think if he wins the league this summer, he's out of here, bro.
Okay, you reckon it's on that? All right, first. I
think he's out of here.
It makes sense. I hear it.
I think it could still happen. So I don't know. We'll see, innit? I think it could absolutely still happen, bro. And I'm hoping it does happen, bro. Just for the drama. You get me? Cinema. You get me? Certain man pulling all these players out the international friendlies and that. Just for his team to crumble anyway. It'll be sensational.
Yeah, to do that. Yeah, people are like, oh, why you do? Hey, smart move, man. Like, they trying to win a title. I would pull my players out of it, meaningless international friendly. There's no World Club. There's no playoffs there. Like, oh, you would, but hey, they got the game against Southampton. Southampton have been in excellent form as of late as well, and then obviously they play City in a couple of weeks as well. So that's going to be great. Like the Arsenal thing. Yeah, Doku and Semenyo against low blocks is not the one. It's really, really not.
That's it. So yeah, man. Big up people. You already know.
But sorry, fam. Go on.
It's underwhelming, but bro, that's not our problem. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's not. I'm just looking at it from a football fan perspective. I go, why Maresca? How do you throw the bag at him?
He's been there before.
Yeah, he's been there before.
He knows the club. You get me? You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, bro. He knows the club, man. So this is what it is, guys. Know what I mean? So Enzo Maresca, fam. Know what I mean? Another bald fraud, blood. You know them ones. Them man thought we get another bald manager in there, bro, so they don't miss Pep, blood. You know them.
Yeah, baldy.
Same silhouette from the sideline. You get me? So now it is what it is, people, man. But yeah, man. Premiere at 10 o'clock. Rants Reacts. You already know what time it is. Make sure you subscribe. Sarcasm City. The channel is linked in the title. You know what time it is. What you got coming up as well, bro?
Yo, first and foremost, blessings for having me as always. Big up to you, fam. Shout out to the chat as well. Big up to the chat each and every time. Sarcasm City TV, like Rants just mentioned on YouTube. Sarcasm City TV Extra as well. Make sure you subscribe to both channels. Tonight coming up at 11 p.m. We're doing crossovers all week, so I'm doing all the individual shows, but crossing over. So yeah, City and Arsenal. Speaking of Arsenal and speaking of City, I'm with my City and Arsenal lot tonight. So with Vader, TJ, Dunphy. So they're going to be arguing about the title and all that stuff. So make sure you lock in. 11 p.m. UK time.
Come on. You know what time it is, people. So yeah, I mean, I'll redirect to that after the premiere then, because I'll be live at 10.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Big up everyone. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you lot run up the likes on this as well. Let's get us up to 500 likes, man. It's been a popping show considering international break's dead, man. So make sure you run up the likes. And I will see you guys back here at 10.